Guys, deluded, I'm back again. Thank you very much for having me. Of course, people, each and every time it means the world, man. So yeah, if you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe because you're now rocking with the best. It's the best decision you've ever made. But cracking on, you guys know I love to scout players. I've given you two. Well, this would be the second Savic video. Yeah, played very well in their first group stage game. I was a bit upset with how he performed against Switzerland, to be fair. A lot of people will scapegoat him, say he's bang average. The whole team was pretty poor, in my opinion, so I'll allow him in to a degree. A lot of wayward passes, a lot of indecision, a lot of indecisiveness. He looked like he weren't, like his head wasn't all there, in the sense that he looked like he had other things on his mind, playing with a bit of a handbrake. He had a couple good passes, he made a couple good interceptions, but it was all around a disappointing game from him. He was very anonymous, and you'd have to watch the game probably once more, maybe even twice, to see what he actually did or offered, in my opinion. It's games like this which show his inexperience, because the man is extremely talented. In time, he will be that £100 million player. I believe in him, and I'll take him at Arsenal. The problem is the expectation in football of when you get a little bit of hype, and it's not him who's hyping himself, when you get a little buzz or playing well, people expect things that you might not necessarily be capable of at that given moment in time, because he's still a young man. He's 23 years of age. He's still a young sort of man. He's young enough in that sense that he needs to be coming into his own and deciding what sort of centre mid he's at. But his consistency levels aren't going to be there. He's not going to make the right decision every minute of every time, like Modric and Kroos are more or less doing 9 times out of 10. He's still developing, and that's why I do think he'd cut his teeth well at Madrid and them things. But that's why I'm cautious as to whether he really should go to these sort of clubs. He should be looking in the next 3 to 4 years, when he's 26, 27, to make that move, when he's a complete player, because he's not a complete player right now. At this stage at the World Cup, there's no hiding place. No, I don't know why this doesn't make sense, because there's not really any quality, but it's like you see the level certain players are at. Look at Guedes, how sick he was for Valencia and how good he's been, and I like him a lot, but he looks a shadow of his former self currently for Portugal, because the levels is different. This is tournament football. You can't do a lot of youthfulness. Like, a chance may not necessarily happen again. One lapse in concentration, like you saw against Savic in the first game, when Serbia won against whoever, when he did a wayward pass on the edge of their area, and Matic was telling him, listen, focus, because if it was the next game, we could have been peak. These are the things he needs to get out of his game, to be fair. And yeah, it showed his inexperience, to be fair with you. Like I said, there's scope for him to develop. Like, he's not the finished article. Any team he joins, he'd have to have scope to develop. So if he was to join Madrid, with the context that Kovacic might want to leave and things like that, he might struggle for game time. I do believe he can play multiple roles. I wouldn't necessarily class him as a defensive midfielder, but I'm probably looking at, if he was to join Madrid right now, Casemiro, there might be a scope to take you out the side and put Savic in, because Savic has shown he can play further forward as a fake 10, like Serbia have shown. I wouldn't say he's officially playing there, but he clearly, when Mitrovic is tapping the ball down, who's the one next to him? So he's been told to get further forward and offer an outlet. He can be box to box, which is my thing for him. He's got a good passing range, so he can be deep line playmaker. For his physique, he could probably play slightly deeper in midfield, but he need to be a bit more experienced and disciplined for that. So yeah, man, against Switzerland, he had a poor game, man. I mean, considering, excluding the goal Xhaka scored, I felt Xhaka's my guy, as you guys know, but he was poor. 5-yard passes, just not happening. Do you know how poor you have to have played to be below that? That shows you everything, people. But I believe in him. Bad games happen. It is what it is, man. Like, no one can play perfect all the time. Not even Messi and Ronaldo. It is what it is, man. I'll be back on the final group stage game, and obviously they're playing Brazil. So if he plays well against that, we'll see another side for him. But for now, guys, deluded. Get in the comments, subscribe, do the rest, and I'm out.